Well, good day to all of our awesome following, friends, family, and following. Listen, this is a very, very important video. We actually cut this video on Monday, but our sound wasn't working for whatever reason. And my body was telling me it was time to get some rest. So we're coming back here on Tuesday to cut this video. Very important. If you are watching this and you've got other things that are going on, then make sure you come back because you need to watch all of this. This is very, very important for our Divvee audience, for our CRB audience. Some of you are one and the same. Some of you are in Divvee but not in CRB or what have you. But this is very important for our entire audience, okay? All right, so let's go to work here. All right, so now we should all know that Divvee has launched 2.0. And obviously, there's still going to be some technical glitches here or there. But we have the ability now to rank and share. And I want you to really take advantage of that. But what I want to talk about right now is the fact that it's a much easier process to get people enrolled than what we had before. So I want to make sure that you know that process real quickly, and then I've got to share with you what we're doing on the CRB side, given the new process, given the new simplified process. All right, so if you go to Divvee.Social, okay, go to Divvee.Social. You don't need to put any HTTP or www or no .coms, just Divvee.Social. Top right hand corner, you'll be able to log in, and you want to make sure under your profile. So right now I'm under profile, and I've blacked out some sensitive information. One, you want to make sure that down here it says that you're active. If you are showing pending, then there's going to be something in red that you need to complete. Complete whatever that something in red happens to be. But what I wanted to draw your attention to is this link back here. This is your referral link, okay? Instead of having to send an invitation, you can now just send someone a link, and that's going to open up, and that's going to allow them to join you in Divvee. Now, what does that mean for our CRB folks, okay? We have to embed whatever your link is in your back office of Divvee. We've got to embed that into CRB so that your pages work correctly. So this is very important if you're in CRB. What you're going to do is you're going to grab this link right here, okay? You're going to go to CRB or clickrankandbank.com. You're going to log in. And once you log in, let's do this here. This is one of my testing platforms here for CRB. Once you log in, you're going to come down to My Personal Info. My Personal Info. Now, what we've done is our programmer has put right here where it says Divvee enrollment link. So whatever that link is that you have in the back office, okay, this link right here, your link, this is your specific link. You need to come and paste that right here where it says Divvee enrollment link, okay? This is vital. If you're using Click Rank and Bank, you're using our capture pages. When someone opts in, they go to a sales video, and ultimately in that sales video there is a call to action button. When someone opts in, they then do an email. The email campaign starts to work immediately, and with each of those follow-up emails, there's a video in each of those follow-up emails, and there is a call to action button that's going to pop up at a certain period of time. Well, when they click on that call to action button, they're going to be taken to this page. All right, now we're going to slightly modify this video. All right, don't worry about that. Go on and continue to promote. We'll slightly modify that video. Down here, this is where we have the information where people were getting in touch with you as a coach. We still like that coach messaging, so we'll keep the coach messaging. It's just that we will modify this video so that people will know about the new enrollment process. Right now, there is this link that says click here to join Divvee. My programmer just put it there so that I would know that the system was working. But ultimately, what we're going to have probably by Wednesday or so of this week, instead of this little small button here, there'll be a big button here, somewhere in here saying join Divvee or what have you, giving them the call to action to join you in Divvee. Now, the reason it is important that you've embedded your link in our system is so when they click here to join Divvee, so let's click there to join Divvee, and I've already embedded my link there, okay, it then is going to take your prospect to your enrollment page. All right, so this is my son's page here that we were using for this particular test here, and they're going to click on where it says yes. Now we will, in the new video that we'll put here on getting started, we'll let them know, hey, you're going to click where it says join Divvee or whatever the button is going to say, and then it's going to take you to this page. This is your coach, this is your enroller, and you're going to simply say, yes, this is my enroller, this is my coach, and you're going to click there, and you're simply going to fill out all the information. So see what just happened? What happened was we embedded the link. Now, if we had not embedded the link, then when they click on that button that's going to be there in a day or two, it's not going to take them to your enrollment site. So now that they've modified it, make sure that you go on. So here's your #1 call to action. This is your top priority for today. All right, for those of you that have CRB, is to go in your back office, take this link right here, then go into CRB, go to My Personal Info. All right, so when you logged in, you went to My Personal Info, and then you pasted that link right here. Then make sure you come down and save changes, okay? And then everything should work, and we'll modify this this video. Whoops, I'm at the wrong spot. Don't worry about this video. We'll take care of that. Don't worry about that at all. The biggest thing I want you to do is embed your link. Very, very important, okay? All right, so now let's go on to the next piece. Major announcement. I won't spend a lot of time here because we're going to spend Thursday night covering this in detail. Yesterday I had a very important meeting with a search traffic agency because we want to be able to roll out. We want to pull out all the stops when it comes to traffic, when it comes to advertising. Now, here's what our long-term vision is, and we'll discuss this more in detail on Thursday. We want every one of our members to master 1 or 2 traffic methods, self-generating traffic methods. Craigslist, for instance, maybe Twitter, maybe Facebook. You want to master 1 to 2 on your own that you can generate leads, self-generated leads, so on and so forth. Okay, so I want to make sure that's very, 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 very clear. When we talk about scaling, however, we need to be thinking paid marketing. Okay, so learn to self-generate leads with 1 or 2 platforms or methods or what have you. All right, I think that's very important because nobody can ever take that away from you. Once you develop that skill set, you learn it, nobody can ever take that away from you. And whatever you are promoting, all right, Divvee, ABC, DEF, GHI, then that's just going to give you a lot of power. All right, that's going to give you a lot of power that you can generate leads on your own. Now, in terms of scaling, and now that Divvee 2.0 is live, we know that there's a bug here or there. They'll get all that figured out. We're not going to worry about that. We're not going to focus on the process. We're going to focus on the reward. And the reward is you do your actions to generate points to convert into cash equivalents, and now you take a percentage of those cash equivalents and you reinvest that back into your business in the form of the proper tools, resources, and paid traffic. Now, not all traffic is the same. Not all paid traffic is the same. Most marketers that are into traffic generation will tell you that search traffic is probably the top tier of traffic. Okay, what is search traffic? Things like Google AdWords or Yahoo and Bing pay-per-click. You know, when someone sees an ad on Google, that means that they have put in a certain keyword. And so there's a way to position your ad so that it shows, or only shows, if a person types in a certain keyword. In this case, let's say somebody was interested in Jeunesse, all right? And you can see right here there is an ad, all right? Let's say that someone was interested, there's a company out there called Relive, I guess that's how you say that. And you can see here, right here on Google, there are 2 ads, All right, so if somebody put in just this keyword here, there's somebody out there that's bidding to have their ad on the front page, one of the first, in this case, this is the first position there. All right, on Yahoo and Bing, let's take the same Relive, and you'll see that the ads are over here on the right-hand side. Okay, and then we'll look at Janessa again. I'm not doing this to promote Janessa or Relive. I just want you to understand how this works real quickly. All right, and you can see here the ads over here. All right, so there is a traffic agency that their specialty is search engine traffic. And I actually happen to know the guy behind it, and I've known him for years. Great guy, phenomenal guy, okay? And we started talking about a year ago. He started showing me about a year ago what he was doing for some of his clients, the amount of leads his folks were getting, the much lower cost per click, much lower cost per lead. Because the reality is, let's look at this keyword here, Janessa login. Well, if someone goes into Yahoo or Bing or goes into Google and they put Janessa login, there's a good chance that this person is in Janessa. All right, in which case we know they're in network marketing, in which case we know they're probably struggling, because 95% of the folks in network marketing are struggling. So what if we had an ad that was geared toward telling that person, hey, even if you suck at marketing, we can help you. All right, and I'm not sure, he's the specialist when it comes to the headlines and all that good stuff with search traffic marketing. Well, what we're going to do, all right, because it would be very difficult for most people to come off the street and much less even find an ad agency like this, find one that you can trust, and then have the resources to be able to do business with them. They charge setup fees, they charge a percentage of the ad spend, so on and so forth. And so most people would not have the resources. Yeah, you could go and get some courses and you could learn about search traffic marketing. The thing is, you're likely going to spend a lot of money in just trial and error, what you just don't know. So my whole idea is this. We already have Jeff White, who is our go-to self-generating lead strategist, all right, our in-house traffic guru. When it comes to putting, and obviously there's going to be some strategies and some courses that you can get from Jeff to learn, let's say like Twitter marketing or what have you, and perhaps even search engine traffic. Well, what I wanted to do here is I wanted to have at least a couple of sources where all you had to do is say, hey, I've got some money, I want to pay for some traffic, all right? And the best way to do that, we see, is to do a co-op. Now, we've got some other traffic. We've got another traffic method in Click, Rank, and Bank right now that we'll be testing, and we'll let you know the results of that test. But I just believe that search engine marketing is going to be a phenomenal way and a very economical way for you to generate high-quality, laser-targeted leads. Here's the keyword: on autopilot, okay? On autopilot. Because all you'll do is you'll participate in the co-op, all right? That's it, all right? And then leads are going to start coming your way because of the co-op. So we're going to talk about this in detail on Thursday. This is a big deal. Now, the only people that will be a part of the co-op are going to be folks that are in CRB. Okay, so if you're watching this and you're part of our following but you're not in CRB, the co-op won't mean anything to you unless you're in CRB. All right, so, and in time, the fact that we will have co-ops will be a major lure, a major draw into people joining you in CRB. All right, we'll have some of that messaging down the road. So I just want you to know that that's coming up. We plan to launch the co-op in just a few short weeks. We're already working on with our search engine traffic guy to start that particular campaign. Down the road, we'll also have a YouTube co-op, at least that's the game plan, from a totally separate traffic agency. Okay? All right, now real quickly, what are we working on this week? Obviously, our main priority right now is to modify that registration page. That's the page I showed you that had the little slim Divvee link. Let me just make sure you're on the same page with me. This page right here, okay? So for our CRB folks, this page right here This is when someone clicks on the call to action button, they go to this page, and we'll be modifying with this video here. I still want to keep this information here, all right, as a coach. I may take out the contact information so that people don't feel like they have to contact you before they go on and get started, and obviously make this button more attractive and much larger. Again, my programmer just put that there just to show me that it was working. Okay, all right. So give me a moment. All right. So here's what we're working on. I'll be working with the search traffic co-op dude because we'll be launching that very soon. There's a video that I've got to cut. There's a few of our folks that have their own autoresponder, particularly like Aweber, and they want to be able to set up different email campaigns so that while they leverage our capture pages, they're using different lists to segment their lists. Our programmer has programmed that functionality. I've got to do a video to show people how to do those lists. So we'll be doing that this week. We've got some videos that we need to add to the cash flow training. We've got some videos that we need to cut and then add to the CRB explain videos. Our programmer has added quite a bit of functionality over the last 2 weeks to the system, and we need to do some videos to help explain that. We also need to add some videos to Divvee training. Now that Divvee is live, we can't assume that everybody knows where everything is and what everything is, so we've got to add some training there, and then we've got to work on some promotions, work on some banners with our system. We've got a lot on our plate. We may not get to everything this week, but I want you to know where our priorities lie. The things that we are working on. Now, here's one way that you can assist me, okay? 70%, it's not scientific, but I would say 70% of the support tickets. Number one, let's go back for just a moment. If you are in CRB, please, if you have a real support issue, use the support ticket system that's in CRB. Let's make sure you know where that is, okay? We're still getting people that are sending emails, and you're in CRB, and I need you to log into CRB. All right, log into CRB. Give me a moment. Right here is where we have our support ticket system. Please don't send emails if you're in CRB. Send a support ticket. That helps us to organize support. I will tell you we will look at support tickets before we're going to look at email, so folks that do support tickets are going to get a much quicker response. But now here's what I was saying. Obviously, we got to fill out our calendar for the week too, for the month. But here's what I was saying. About 70%, I would say, of the support tickets are coming in because users are simply not taking the time to go through the content, the material. For instance, we get support tickets where someone says, hey, my link, I want to get my link out to someone, and this link right here, you know, I'm just looking to get them to join CRB. I'm not looking for them to get into the autoresponder necessarily because they've been following us and they've come to the webinars and what have you. And they say, hey, my link's not working. It's not working the way it's supposed to. And then we go in the back office and we see that they don't have their Zaxa order link. If you don't have your Zaxa link back here, this ain't going to work. And if you watched the video, we would have told you that, okay? So about 70%, again, not a scientific number, of the support tickets that are coming in because folks simply are not following instructions. I need you, please, to follow instructions, because every minute that we're having to answer a support issue that we shouldn't have to answer is a minute that we're taking away from working on creating and uploading these videos, or creating and uploading the cash flow videos, or the CRB explain videos, or the Divvee training videos, or working on the banners that's going to help you in promotion, okay? Now, there are some legitimate issues that come up, all right? Yes, but just make sure that you're doing your job, all right? We're doing our job by creating the content, by massaging relationships and working, landing deals with search engine traffic folks, and got another agency that we look to be working with on the YouTube paid marketing standpoint, so on and so forth, as a co-op. So please help me to help you, okay? Help us to help you. All right, now with that being said, let's finish with this. Give me a moment. Okay, so let's finish with this. My dear buddy Dan, and Dan is in our leadership line, so our upline, had a conference call with Lance on Monday. And below this video that you're watching now, you're going to see some main pointers that Dan discussed. And I just want to hit a couple of these. You can read this at your leisure. Please read this. Divvee is aware of any of the challenges that are going on in the field. Let's not focus on the challenges. Let's focus on the reward. The reward being, hey, we do actions, we get points, we convert those points into cash equivalents, we take a percentage of those cash equivalents, and we reinvest back into our business in the form of the proper tools, resources, the paid marketing, and ultimately that's going to allow us, even if we currently suck at marketing, that's going to allow us to unsuck at marketing. That would be a good URL, by the way. Somebody might want to go and grab that. Okay, so we want to unsuck at marketing. Kinsey is the young lady who is charged with bringing clients to Divvee. The word is that she's going to do a video soon that's going to help us better navigate through the rank and share platform. There's going to be new clients and new content loaded up. Let's see here. Videos do not pay much in the form of commissions. All right. Obviously, they're easier. What we really want to focus on are what gets us the most points. There's a correlation. All right. There's a correlation between points and commission dollars. Now, I don't know. Like, for instance, I did an activity. I did a survey this morning, and it garnered 42 points. Okay. Now, obviously, something that garnered 42 points took longer than watching a 2 or 3 minute video. But I know that that's going to generate more points, more cash equivalents, and then upline is going to generate a lot more commission. So what we want to do is we want to focus on the actions that are going to generate the most points. Those actions will generate the most points, the most cash equivalents. And of course, at this point, we don't know, does a point equal 10 cents, 50 cents, $1? We don't know that. We don't know that yet. That's something that we're going to figure out. All right. Whether the company says that or whether that's just looking at the data, because numbers never lie. So that's something that we're going to figure out. Now, right now, I'm asking you to have some faith. All right. Faith is belief in the unseen. I'm asking you to have some faith that these guys and guyettes behind the scene of Divvee are doing the right thing for us. And so I'm asking, even if you can't see all the points, even if you don't know what the points means in terms of cash equivalents, that you do as much activity as your schedule allows to generate as many points as possible. Now, we are likely going to have a contest. I just want to make sure that it's easy for us to quantify who would be the winner. All right, but I can tell you this. We're going to have a contest. We'll figure out all the numbers. And there's going to be the top 3 people that are part of, you've got to be a part of CRB. All right, you've got to be a part of CRB for you to be a winner. But we're going to have a contest. The person in the month of May that has the most points, okay, we're going to have some really cool things that we're going to do. So again, hopefully by now you trust me enough to know we're going to actually have 3 positions there. So whoever takes position 1, they've got the most points. Whoever does number 2, whoever does number 3. That means what you've done in your personal actions generated a certain amount of points. Now, right now we don't see all the points showing, but they're saying that they will be posting in almost real time very shortly. They're also saying that commissions will be posted and visible weekly. Now, don't expect to get paid necessarily from your actions every week. I don't think that's what that means. I think what this means is you'll be able to see what's happening and what commissions are going to be coming. And that'll, keep you energetic and motivated and all that good stuff, okay? So just read the rest of this, including the Vegas event. I have not been at an offline event in years. I plan to be at this Vegas event. My wife is doing so much better. She won't be ready to travel with me just yet, but she has told me that, yes, babe, you can go to the event. I'll be just okay. All right, so I definitely plan on being at this Vegas event, and I would love to meet some of our following that I've only seen by maybe on Facebook or on our webinars. I'd love to get a chance to meet some of you live and in person. All right, so feel free to read the rest of that. We'll be on our webinar tonight, Tuesday night at 8 p.m. Eastern. That's going to be a presentation webinar. CRB presents Divvee webinar. And then this coming Thursday, make sure you wipe off your schedule for this coming Thursday. We're going to talk this Thursday about search traffic and the search traffic co-op. We're going to have a limited amount of shares to start that co-op, all right? And so you want to be there so you understand everything that's going on. You can ask questions. So if you want to participate in that co-op, again, there'll be a limited amount of shares in that co-op that you'll be able to do so. We love each and every one of you. Let's change the world together, starting with yours. Click, rank, and bank.